Hey everybody, this is Tyler from the library. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can turn an on-off switch for your positional servo. So in the last video, we did a continuous rotation servo. But as I mentioned, the positional servo is a little more complicated, but it works in the same way. We just had to add a lot more lines of code than we needed to. So I'm already in MakeCode.com. I'm linked in the bottom in the description if you need it. I created a new program called Servo on-off, you can see down here, and we're going to be using on button A pressed and on button B pressed as a way to control our servo. So what we need for this one is we need to set our servo to a specific angle. The problem is this only does it once. So when we have this pressed A, it will go to angle 90 just like we programmed it to, but it only does it once. So we need to find a way to actually make this do this forever. So adding a forever block inside this A press block. And the second thing we need to do is we need to add a way to control that forever block, to start and stop it when we want. And that's what we're going to do in our button B pressed. So if you remember from our first video when we did the servo, to make the servo swing back and forth and get that back and forth motion, we need to have actually 4 different blocks total. So we need one going to one angle, we need a weight block, and then another servo block, and another weight block. So let's go ahead and do that now. I'm going to change this to 0. I'm going to go to basic. I'm going to get this pause. Just for this program, for example's sake, I'm just going to make it 1 second. Grab another servo. I'm going to set this to 180, just get the full range of motion. I'm going to go back to basic. I'm going to get pause for 1 second. So this is our set program, and you'll see it if we run it, it'll go back and forth. But like I said, we want to do this forever. And the way to do this is if you click on loops, you do the while loop. I want to throw all this blocks of code right into that while loop. And what this is saying is when I press the A button and while whatever condition we set is true, so right now it's just saying do this forever because it's always true. We want the servo to go to 0, pause for 1 second, go to 180, pause for 1 second, and then repeat this and do this while this remains true. So let's test that out. And we see we kind of have that forever motion that we did, but this time on a button press. The problem is when we press the B button, it doesn't turn off. In order for this to turn off, we need to set some sort of condition that we can control. And how we do that is by creating a variable. So if you go down your list, you'll see at the bottom here, you have a tab called variables, and we're going to make a variable. So if you've never used variables before, you may have seen these in math where you're trying to solve for x or solve a variable. So I'm going to call this on/off question mark. I'm going to click OK. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually, instead of trying to solve a variable, we're going to set that value. We're going to set that value of x. What you call it doesn't matter. You can call it whatever you want. The important thing is it has to be unique and something we're going to control. So what we're going to do is we're going to say, when I press B, I'm going to change the value of this variable to 1. And what I'm going to say is that while this one doesn't equal 1, essentially, do this. But when this equals 1, do turn off or do nothing, or do some sort of other action. So what we need to do is we need to add a comparator, which is this one right here. And we're going to drag and drop this right here. And we're going to test the value of our on/off question mark variable. Go back to variable. I'm going to grab this little circular one, and then I'm going to add it. Oops. Sometimes that can get annoying. And I'm going to click into there, add this back. And I'm going to say while on/off equals 0, because it's the opposite of this one right here, do this. But when this equals 1, or basically when n equals something other than anything other than 0, it's going to exit this while loop and do another action. So I just wanted to go to position 90 as a way to do this. So I'm going to click back on servos, and I'm going to add this under the while loop. So when we press A, if on-off equals 0, it's going to do this forever. If it doesn't equal 0, it's going to skip this while loop and go straight to this one. This set servo at position 0 equal to 90. So let's test this out. I press A. We see that swinging motion in a repeating fashion, just like we wanted to. I'm going to press B to change the value of on-off. And you see it stopped. It was still doing a little bit, but then it stopped and it went to position 90, and that's good. So we have an on-off. The problem is when we turn it back on, it doesn't work because right now on-off still equals 1. So we need to add something in here that will also make it set it back to 0. So the simplest thing to do is go back to our variables, and we're just going to say set on-off to 0. So anytime we press A, it's automatically going to set it to 0. It's going to go into this while loop, and it's going to do this forever. It's going to wait for us to press the B button or cut power, and in this B button, we'll set the value to 1, which is not equal to 0, which will exit this while loop, and then set it to 90, and now it'll wait until the button A is pressed again, and then it'll repeat that loop. So we got our swinging motion. I'm going to set B to set 0. And we're good. Okay, now let's test this on an actual servo. So I'm going to click download. So let's test it. Let's drag and drop this over here. Wait for this to go 0. Microbit was already connected. I just dropped it into what is the D drive for me. Servo is already wired up. I'm going to disconnect it from my computer. And if you are unclear about how to wire up, watch our servo wiring video. That will give you a great start. I'm going to press A, and you can see our servo doing that rotating back and forth swing. And I'm going to press B, and see, then it went to position 0. It stopped. So again, press A, make it swing, press B, turn it off. There you go. And it went back to position 90, just like we programmed it to. So that's how you do an on-off button for positional servo. As I mentioned, it's a little more code, a little more complicated in a continuous rotation servo, but pretty straightforward, works the exact same way using the A and B buttons. So we found this helpful, and good luck coding.